Now we are going to begin with the understanding of this term, that is population. As far as the geneticists are concerned, how they are going to define this population? They are going to define this population as a group of individuals of the same species living together in a common area at a particular time from a population of that area. Okay, I have given a two definition from geneticist point of view. The next definition is a population is a group of interbreeding or potentially interbreeding individuals. So let's focus what does the word population means according to geneticists. So they say that this population is what? A group of individuals of the same species, remember, same species, living together in a common area at a particular time form a population of that area. Okay, and another definition, what does this convey? Let's read it. A population is a group of interbreeding or potentially interbreeding individuals. So what do we actually infer from these two definitions, which are from the geneticist point of view? They say, for example, if we have frogs, okay, Rana tigrina is the scientific name of frog. So they are living in a pond. So the frogs that are living in a particular pond actually correspond to population according to these two definitions. Okay, because why? They are a group of individuals of the same species, right? And they live in a common area at a particular time. And they are a group of interbreeding or potentially interbreeding individuals. So that means if I am talking about frog which are living in a pond, so they constitute the population. But if we talk about frogs living in some other pond at some other habitat, so they also constitute a population. So according to geneticists, remember, a population is a group of interbreeding or potentially interbreeding individuals which live together in a common area at a particular time, and they form the population of that area. So this is from the geneticist point of view. Okay, when we talk from the demographic point of view, what is demography? Demography is the study of this population. So the demographic point of view says that population is the total number of individuals of the same species occupying a particular geographic area at a given time. So you know, this definition varies from the study area to other study area. Okay, what I mean to say is, if we are going to talk about the population in terms of geneticists, right, they are going to say this, what we have read before. But when you talk about the demographic point of view, that is the study of population in terms of number of people. Okay, so then the definition was given by Clark in 1954. So what does Clark said in 1954 was total number of individuals. What is population? The total number of individuals of the same species occupying a particular geographic area at a given time. So means if we are talking about human beings living in a city or living in a state, that is population according to the demographic point of view, that is a study of this population. Okay, if we talk in terms of genetics, then these are the definitions of population according to genetics, or you can say ecology also, ecology of populations also. Next, remember that in 1600 the population was 0.5 billion. Here I am moving on to very important aspect. Just try to understand what I am trying to say right now. In 1600 the population was 0.5 billion and it doubled after every 200 years. Okay, so this population doubled after every 200 years. Then you can say now it doubles every 35 years. So now it is doubling after every 35 years. What does this mean, doubling after every 35 years? It means now the rate of growth of population has actually increased. What is that increase? It is 2% per year now. Now if we talk about the rate of increase of population, that is 2% per year. And I also have something to say about the UN reports. UN reports say that in 2000 the population of the world was around 6 billion. Okay, it was around 6 billion. Okay. So remember that in 1600 the population was 0.5 billion. It doubled after every 200 years, right? But now this effect, the doubling of the population, is seen after every 35 years. You can see the difference. There were 200 years, and now we talk about doubling of population after every 35 years. And the rate of this increase of population is 2% per year. What does UN says? UN says that in 2000 the population was around 6 billion. Okay. So next we're moving on to that the population of India is also growing. Since India is a developing country, so the rate of increase of population as compared to other countries that are developed, in India it is quite high. Okay, we'll discuss the reasons. So the population is continuously increasing. Okay, the rate you see this 2% per year. The rate of increase of population, it is this. So and this population which doubles, it now doubles after every 35 years instead of 200 years earlier. So I have some data also for you which you need to actually study. In 1986 the world population was 5 billion. In 1998 it was 6 billion. In 2011 it was 7 billion. In 2024 it is expected to be 8 billion, and then 9 billion, and by 2061 it is going to be 10 billion. So this is what is expected world population in 2061, that is 10 billion. Okay. So what overall we are actually going to discuss under this topic is, what do we mean by actual population explosion? What are the factors which contribute to this increase in the rate of population? Okay, and we are also going to discuss how we can actually control this rate, because this leads to several consequences. But why this increase? Why this world population is increasing? Of course, because of better health facilities. There are availability of food resources, new food resources in fact, and better health facilities have led to this increase in population. So let us summarize what we have done in this introductory video. Population is what? It is a group of individuals of the same species living together in a common area at a particular time form a population of that area. This definition I told you is according to the geneticists. And the population is a group of interbreeding or potentially interbreeding individuals. But according to demographic point of view, that is the study of population, when we talk in terms of numbers in case of a city or a local area or the whole world, as you can say, the definition is total number of individuals of the same species. Obviously they need to be of the same species, occupying a particular geographic area at a given time, and this definition was given by Clark in 1954. So what we have the data, we have discussed that in 1600 the population was 0.5 billion and it doubled after every 200 years. But now if we talk about the rate of increase in population, the population doubles every 35 years. So this is how there is a drastic increase in the rate of increase of population. So according to UN, in 2000 there were 6 billion people, and I have also shown you this data of the world population. When population increases at such a drastic rate, what happens? We call this as population explosion. Population explosion. So in fact, it is said that every second, throughout the world, every second, 2 people are born, 2 persons are born every second. And if we talk about India, then 50 children are born every minute. In India, 50 children are born every minute. So this increase in population at such a higher rate is known as what we call as population explosion. Okay, so I hope that the initial introductory part of this population is very clear to you now.